mercy. Well, hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheraton Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. I don't know how well this is gonna pick up because I didn't bring a mic, a tripod, or nothing. This is just my phone. So we're in the middle of snowmageddon 2022, out doing chores. Let's see if all of our preparations that we've been making for the past few days are gonna work out. We're gonna go out and check everybody. We're gonna feed. May scrape a little bit of snow off the driveway here. We'll see how that works out. But anyway, hang around with us for a little bit. Look at there. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's cold, but it's pretty. Ain't that something? Y'all stick around. A little impromptu filming here. I wasn't planning on doing any filming when I came out, so I didn't bring a mic or anything. I just got my phone. But this is our big sow group. The ones that we pulled the rest of the piglets off of recently. And they have decimated 2 big rolls of hay that we put out with them, and you can see the divots where they were bedding down. And then this is, we're calling this guy Nugget. He's more of a pork nugget than anything. And I came out, he was asleep up and under the hay, so he's doing really, really well. And they've actually scattered hay all over the place, so made for good bedding. They're going, they'll be back out here tonight. They're fine. They're doing well. And then out here is the this is the rest of the group. We came up, everybody was ready to eat, so they got plenty of feed. And not so much now. When we came up, the steam was rising off of them out here, so they're doing okay. Everybody's just kind of a little cool this morning, a little cool today, but yeah. This is a gilt group. They're the ones that are down here in the cattle barn, and they're all, I mean, it looks like they've been out a little bit, but they've sure not been out much. And they've kind of tore up those 2 rolls of hay that we dropped over here for them. So these guys are in fantastic shape. This was a good place for them to be during this storm. So, but we're gonna give them a little feed, and we'd filled their water up. So water's up around top of the hill. So I think everybody here's in pretty good shape. I know it's gonna be a rough video. I ain't got a tripod or a mic or nothing. Just holding my phone. But anyway, real life, that's what we do. Yeah. So these are the blue butts. I've had a number of folks ask about them. They're the ones we put over here in the woods. They are doing outstanding. Hard to tell the level of disturbance that they've created here on this hillside where they're at, but they are fluffing it up, and we're seeing some impact from them. We're doing a little bit of an experiment with these guys. We're feeding them a wet feed ration. We'll do another video on that, but what we're finding is we're feeding them less, but they're gaining weight just as fast, because these guys are really packing it on. There's some of these that are like this one right here. That's hard to tell in the video. That's a big pig. She's really putting on a bunch of weight. And then there's that Hereford that was in with the mix, and he is really putting it on as well. For bedding, we gave them, they are using it.
Up there on the hill, you see.
Yeah, man, I'm focusing in and out. We gave them a couple of bales of hay, square bales, because we couldn't get over here with the big tractor and drop a round bale. There's really no good place to put a round bale, so they put 4 or 5 square bales out with them. It looks like they're using it. Looks like they're doing fine with it. Everybody's happy, upright, looking good. Don't appear to be any issues. Yeah, they've been up roaming around out here. So, all right, they're looking good. I'll show you all this creek. I got a little bit of footage of it. I'll show you all this creek. This is the creek coming down out of the mountain where these guys, right next to where these guys are at. We water them out of this. Absolutely beautiful. Snow's pretty. Makes things a little difficult to work in, but it sure is pretty. Let's go. A little fishtail there. All right, out here with the turkeys. Interesting, focus. Interesting little thing going on here. This brooder here, what was it, Sandra, three? Three more? So we've lost 3 more in this brooder here. We lost 2 yesterday. And Sandra thinks that these turkeys came from 3 different hatcheries because they were in 3 different boxes. Don't know that, but certainly could be a possibility. But all the turkeys we've lost have been in this brooder over here. This one here, we've not lost a single turkey out of it. And they are looking fantastic.
So in this brooder, there was a box of 14, and I put all of them in here. Then there were 2 boxes that had the same amount in them. I made 35 in this one. So that put me 7 in this box, plus the 3rd box. So somebody in one of those big boxes, I don't know which hatchery they came from, but everything is dying out of one of those boxes.
Wow. And so we ordered these from Hoover's, and we've always in the past had really good luck with Hoover's, never had any issue with them. And they're really good to refund. So we're at about, how many? About
10.
We're counting about 10 now that we've lost. So that's not good at all. Considering the Thanksgiving turkeys, we lost 2 out of the whole batch. We lost 2 out of the whole batch. Out of 60. So, but anyway, other than that loss, the ones that are alive are looking really, really good. We've kept the tarp over them. I hate y'all, I'm sorry, that thing keeps going out of focus. Otherwise, we've kept the tarp on them and feeding water like we should. Brooder lamps are working fine. We've not had any loss of power. We're using a standard feed that we've used in the past. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Gosh, sorry. Nothing really out of the ordinary except for the fact that maybe they came from multiple hatcheries. Don't know that. We'll keep an eye on them.
No water out of this hydrant.
Snowy. All right, so these are the egg chickens. Moved them forward yesterday and elected not to put any hay in them because we put them on some fresh grass. And we saved the hay back for if they got wet. We would have some dry bedding material to put on them. But man, they look good. Everybody's doing fine. They're just doing their little cheeky thing. Everybody, that tractor's looking good. How's this tractor looking? Everybody over here good? Oh yeah. All right, good deal. Egg chickens, hanging in there. All right, out here with Cinnamon. She's our South Pole heifer calf. Remember we put a roll of hay in the ring for her so that she would have a little bit of hay to eat. She's not messed with it much. I don't know if she don't know what to do with it, can't reach it, but I pulled out a couple handfuls there, put it on the ground for her, and broke it up a little bit so that she can get to it a little better. We gave her some range cubes. She's been out here, I noticed her earlier today, she was out here pawing at the ground to get in and get at a little bit of grass. So she's still trying to graze a little bit. But I mean, she seems to be doing fine. Sandra's gonna bust her water up, make sure that we got good flow there. We got plenty of water that she can get to it. But yeah, I mean, she's doing fine. Kind of see them. All right, these are the piglets. And piglets, we gave the piglets a second roll of hay yesterday. And can you pick out the piglets? Let's walk over here and see if we can arouse the piglets. Without tearing another set of clothes up. Hello, piggies. Yep, there they are, doing what the piglets. There are 18 piglets in here somewhere. Can y'all see that little piggy butt right there? If I was a betting man, I would bet there's a bunch of piglets under that little mound of hay right there. So this is why we give these pigs plenty of bedding material so that they can burrow up in it, use each other's body heat to keep each other warm, and then use the hay for the shelter. So, but everybody here looks good. They're just napping, laying low, We've been watching them out the window. They've been up and about. We've noticed them feeding and drinking a little bit today. A lot of disturbance out here around the feeders and the drinkers. They've drained them down. That one's frozen. Probably need to thaw that out. But lots of activity over here around the feeder as well. So piglets are doing fine. So again, heading back to the buggy, Sandra pointed out there are piglets here. There are piglets all in there. I see them moving and breathing now. So, the hay is breathing. Yeah, there's 18 piglets in here somewhere. All right, Angel and the big three. There's Angel. I don't know if you can see them. There's two of the big three. There's two of the big three. Yeah, they are. Barney's in the back. So Angel is... Angel, what you doing, baby? You cold? No, you're not cold. You got enough hair. You got more hair than a polar bear. We kind of watched them during the day from the kitchen window as well, and they've pretty much stayed in the hut all day. We've seen them out a little bit. Sandra saw a lamb chop there out earlier today. She was pawing at the ground, also trying to dig her out a little spot to graze. So, but they've held up in the hut pretty much all day. Angel's been in there with them. We've seen her out a little bit, but not much. So, but they're doing fine. Don't look like they've, don't look like they messed with their hay very much. But they're hanging in there. Hey, Chopper. Hey, bud. Ain't that nice to come in too? Hey, we've had a fire going up here in the shop. Well, actually I started it yesterday before the snow started. And been up 3 or 4 times today just to check it, stoke it up, make sure it's got plenty of wood. I told Sandra a while ago, I said, I don't know why in the world I got a fire going in the shop. I don't spend any time up there. She said, well, it's your stove, your wood, your money. Go for it. So, so we've kept a fire going. But I went out earlier today, and I'll play a little bit of footage of that. Took the New Holland out and plowed the drive, worked on the driveway a little bit, and got it so we could, I wouldn't want to try to get out, but if we needed to get out, I think we could. So we took the New Holland out, plowed the driveway out, and y'all, we live about a half mile off the main road, and our neighbor had done the first quarter mile, and I ended up doing the quarter mile from our gate back up here to the farm. And went pretty good. Just, you know, heavy snow. It's just work to do. But anyway, got that done, and it was really nice to come back in and have this to snuggle up to. So, all right. All right, so got the chores done. Everybody looks good. Looks like the preparations that we made, even bringing in firewood, looks like the preparations that we made were fruitful. Didn't have any issues. And Sandra and I were talking earlier this morning, you know, the prep and getting ready gives us space so that if we had some kind of major catastrophe or major emergency, we could focus on that and not have to worry about all those other little things that needed to be managed and taken care of. So that prep, I mean, that just gives you a feeling of freedom, just to be able to have a little discipline and get all that work done. But anyway, I think that's enough for today. Please remember to keep us in your prayers. May God bless you and your families, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.